Welcome back to Cooking with the Coles. This time we are going to be making a chocolate cake. It is my niece's birthday and we're going to make chocolate cupcakes, not a cake. And they have coffee in them because she loves coffee. So to get started, we have 3 ounces of chocolate chips and I'm going to put 1.5 cups of hot coffee in there. So I'll be back with hot coffee. Now I have 1.5 cups of hot coffee. I'm going to add it to the 3 ounces of chocolate. I'm going to let it sit for just a minute and then I'm going to stir it on up. That did not take long. It's basically done. I'm going to put that aside and let it cool. Next, we're going to put all the dry ingredients together. I have 2.5 cups of flour, 3 cups of sugar, 1.5 cups of unsweetened cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now here's hoping I can stir it without getting it everywhere. This is mostly mixed. I'm just going to push this to the side too. In our mixer, I'm going to put 3 eggs until they're nice and light and fluffy. Alright, so those eggs look good. Next, we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of canola oil, 1.5 cups of buttermilk, 3/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I never measure vanilla. And then our coffee chocolate mixture. Don't notice all that chocolate still sitting in the bottom of the bowl. It's all good. We're going to mix that until combined. That's looking good. And now we're going to add the flour mixture. I'm going to do it over a few additions. Alright, and there we go. There is our chocolate coffee cake, or in my case, cupcakes. Now it's cupcake filling time. I'm going to use an ice cream scoop just so that each one's about the same. Alright, so they are all loaded up and I'm going to cook them in a 350-degree oven. I've never made them in cupcake form, so I'm not sure how long they'll take, so I'll let you know. That guy's going to be a lot bigger. Now we move on to the cream cheese frosting. For this, we take 1/2 cup or 1 stick of softened butter and 8 ounces of cream cheese. And we're going to have these 2 little guys just soften up a bit. That is nicely softened. Next, we're going to add 4 cups of powdered sugar. Now I'm going to add 2 and then another and then see if I want to add 4, but we're going to start with 2. So let's say we're going to add 2 cups of powdered sugar. One. So slow. I'm going to add 1 more cup. So it's a total of 3 and a teaspoon of vanilla. I was only supposed to give it 1 little turn. She's done already? It doesn't take long for frosting. That's why it's so good to make your own frosting rather than to buy it out of the cans. It takes no time at all, and it is so much better. All right, now we're going to test to see if this is sweet enough. My tester's off camera. Is it sweet enough or does it need another cup of sugar?
I mean, we could add more sugar.
But does it taste good now?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna keep it at 3 cups. But if you want it sweeter, just keep adding more and it'll be tasty, even if it is super sweet. I'm gonna put this aside and wait for my cupcakes to cool, and then it's frosting time. I had so much batter, I was able to do 2 dozen cupcakes plus 2 little like 6-inch cakes. I just took them out and put them in the freezer. I love to freeze cakes, and then you just defrost them and you can have them anytime, and all of the hard work is already done, which is fabulous. All right, so over here I have all of my cream cheese frosting, and I just have no tip, just plain and simple. And all you need to do is just swirl around. Here, I'm gonna start over here. You just put on the frosting. And this frosting is not so sweet that it'll cut through the very sweetness of the cupcakes. I will admit, I had one already. Most important thing to remember with frosting is that your cupcakes are cool and that your frosting has had a little bit of time to set up. So if you put frosting on a hot cupcake, it will just melt away. And there we go, all frosted. Now since this has caffeine in it, I wouldn't suggest this for a child's birthday party, but my niece is 17 and she loves coffee, so happy birthday.